today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis,
the first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 63 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and has been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
On third down, Raymond.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Back to throw. Raymond. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now a give right side Swift.
Evades the tackler and now some space. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Raymond. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Raymond. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Seibert's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And what really attracts people to him? A passionate leader, controls the huddle really well, controls the locker room, and also throws with anticipation and accuracy, especially evident when he throws the deep ball.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 67 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Cook following the penalty. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Here's Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
For this, the second meeting of these two teams, you might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Handoff comes to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On play action, Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Raymond.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
On second down, Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down. A give. This is Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down now, it's Cook. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Raymond. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the gun. Raymond. He'll get this off to Swift. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Raymond. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Raymond. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down. Raymond. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down. Swift. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Oh, the option to give to Swift here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a give to Madison.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores around the NFL. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44, Cousins had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Throwing is Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. After the sack on first down, Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin out in the Windy City.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
Stopped up shy of the 45 despite some pretty powerful running.
Tackle made that time by Aline McNeil.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Here's Chris Jones now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. From the gun, Raymond firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
And it's third down. Looking to throw, Raymond. Hard throw, incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. It's caught. Smith.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. They'll run it with Madison. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So from 2nd and 10, it'll now go to 2nd and 15. Cousins to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. The 40, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Madison running left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's a give to Madison running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Now Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Now that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Madison, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Swift. Swift's got the 1st down and then some. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Williams. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Raymond going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
A first down throw for Cousins.
Quickly to Thielen here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Romeo Okwara make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Chris Jones now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On third down, here's Williams.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Detroit, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.